Welcome back to the Making the Madness YouTube channel. It's Sean here again. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean02MTM for some high quality Twitter content that I tweet often, and if you're a baseball fan, you might see some of those occasionally during Yankees games and stuff like that. But now on to the point of Ben Stanley, Hampton transfer, headed to Xavier, and what this means for the future of the Musketeers program and things like that. Obviously, this season they're losing a lot. They lose Najee Marshall, they lose Quentin Gooden, and they lose Tyreek Jones, who every time I watch him, this is Montrezl Harrell when he was in college. That's what I saw every single time I watched Tyreek Jones. They play so similar. I could see Tyreek Jones playing a role in the NBA, kind of like Montrezl Harrell has for the Clippers. But now, looking into the future of the Musketeers program and Travis Steele's first 2 seasons as the head coach replacing Chris Mack. They've won 19 games both seasons. This year they might have been a tournament team. They would have been probably the last team in if they got in. If not, they were headed to the NIT for a second straight season. It didn't go as expected. Quentin Gooden was bad this year. That you can't predict that. Things will happen. Najee Marshall didn't develop his shooting the way people thought he probably would, although he was great this year. But now let's look into the future. I don't think Ben Stanley gets a waiver. He's going to apply. I highly doubt he gets one. I just don't see a path. Adam Kunkel's not going to apply for a waiver or transfer from Belmont. I don't disagree with that move. He probably would have got one if he applied. Xavier's really close to where he's from. I just think that with the uncertainty, if you don't want to apply for a waiver, I don't blame you. We don't know if it's going to be a full season, a conference-only season, or no season. I would highly doubt there's going to be no season. I'll stand on that hill forever because the NCAA does not want to lose TV revenue for March Madness another season. They just can't do it. And then you look at this season, what they'll lose following the year. They lose Paul Scruggs, they lose Jason Carter, and they lose Nate Johnson, a graduate transfer from Gardner-Webb. So this season could be decent. I'm not super high on the Musketeers this year, but in 2021-22, I'm big. You get Dwan Odom in his second season. He's a recruit this season. He's a point guard. He's a top 55 recruit according to 24/7 Sports. Then you have C.J. Wilcher and Colby Jones, both shooting guards, but can also play the wing, which is going to be big to replace Paul Scruggs. And then you have Kiki Tandy, who was a recruit last season, who had a pretty good freshman season, showed flashes. He's a really good shooter. I like a lot of what he does. Then you have Adam Kunkel, who had 16 a game at Belmont last season, helped lead the Bruins to the NCAA tournament that eventually got canceled. And then you get Benjamin Stanley, who at Hampton had 22 a game last season, 7 rebounds. He's 6'6", 225. He's smaller than most 4 and 5 guys at the power conference level, but with his size and strength and energy, I don't think it'll matter that much. Just the talent's there. He's not a great shooter, but the talent is there. I don't think he'll average 22 a game, but maybe 14. I'd say that's reasonable. I think Xavier, along with adding Cesar Edwards, who's a recruit next year, he's 6'10", he's skinny, so hopefully in his senior season in high school this year, he can really develop that, muscle this year, and then next season we'll see what happens. I just think that Xavier is on an upward trajectory. I doubt they're a tournament team this year, but in 2021-22, they're a team that could be very dangerous with Zach Freemantle, who I'm a big fan of. You have Ben Stanley, Dwan Odom, Kiki Tandy, and Adam Kunkel. Then you have Wilcher and Colby Jones. That's a team I like a lot. That's a solid 7. Along with Edwards, that's 8. Then you can maybe add another transfer or 2. I just like a lot of what Xavier has in the future. I think this year will be a 17-18 win team, probably an NIT bid. And then next year, I could see them being at top of the tier team in the Big East. So we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm very confident in Xavier in the future. Thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Sean02MTM once again. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you next time.